Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're very excited to be here with Dean Murphy and share some things going on with the College of Continuing Education. Dean Murphy, would you like to introduce yourself and share with our viewers a little about your role?
Yes. Hi, everyone. It is exciting and not my nature to come through video on a screen. I love to meet people and be around people, and I'm a hugger, and I love to be out in the community. But I am excited to be here with Kelly today and to reach out and tell you a little bit about our college. I'm the dean for the College of Continuing Education at Sacramento State. I have actually been here at the college for over 18 years, 19 years actually, and I have become a very proud and sometimes loud advocate for adult learners. The needs that they have to further their skills, to pave education for their families, to be a part of a vibrant community. It really speaks to me. It has been my background, it's become my calling, and I am incredibly proud to be able to serve as the dean.
We're so lucky to have you as our dean. And for those who don't know me, my name is Kelly Siefkin. I serve as your development director for the College of Continuing Education and work closely with Dean Murphy and her team to identify areas where alumni or community members or businesses can become more involved and strengthen what CCE is doing in the terms of scholarships and sponsorships, anything that we can do to support our amazing program. So Dean Murphy, would you mind giving us like a 30-second overview just of College of Continuing Education? What do we do?
Yeah, wow. Okay, so 30 seconds feels restricting because we do so much, but I think at the core of what we do is really extend the mission of access for Sacramento State. I think when folks think about a university or a college, they immediately, and myself included, go right to that out of high school, 18 to 24-year-old, making your way in the world, learning adulting kinds of things. And our focus is beyond that, really. We focus on not what are considered non-traditional learners, right? These are folks that may have stopped out, started and didn't finish. They may be folks that have finished but want to retool their career or go in a different direction, have found their passion at a later point in time. So we really focus on serving. We focus on serving those individuals. It might be through degree and academic programs. It might be through an industry certification. We also do a great deal of work with state agencies and nonprofit associations to do training for their current workforce to upskill and keep up to pace with today's needs. And then on the other side of that, we help serve those folks' kids, right? So we do some youth programming as pathways into the institution, and it's also really part of what I think that holistic approach to serving adults is.
That is a lot, and I'm so glad that you shared that just because I think it'll help viewers understand a little bit more about the wide breadth and scope that the college provides. So let's jump right in. I just have a couple of questions, and I'd love to show folks kind of an inside peek to the College of Continuing Education. So
great. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. My first question is more of an update about the well-being of the College of Continuing Education during this very unusual time. I see you're in your office, so just tell me how things are going for the college right now during shelter in place.
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I will flat out say that we're doing really well given the context of everything that's going on. So when we prioritize health and safety, I am grateful to work for a president and a university administration that puts the safety of our learners, our students, our faculty, our staff, our administrators, like front and center and a priority. So from that standpoint, our staff are safe and healthy. The thing is, we are all remote, and not many of us signed up for work in a virtual operations. We have been doing virtual programming for many years, not 100%. But I'm very proud at the way that our staff and our leadership really mobilized quickly. The decision came down, and we mobilized. Like, we armed and outfitted our staff with as many technology tools and resources and things we thought we needed. And I just continue to just be so proud of how quickly we moved out of the building. Fast forward to where we're at now, I think that we all thought it would be shorter term out of the building. And so it's really been learning those new skill sets of not just getting by and getting through for a couple weeks shelter in place, but this becomes a new reality and a new way of working. And so there are challenges with that. It is like, oh, when I left the office, I should have taken more Post-it notes, and I need a bigger monitor, and I don't have my ergonomic keyboard anymore. Those kinds of things. And then there is also the excitement about this opportunity to really work in a different way, to put in place efficiencies that we just have, quite frankly, never gotten around to. Electronic signatures, some modern day things, some electronic records and the importance of that. And then, quite frankly, I'm not a digital native. This is really pushing me to develop new skills, not just as doing my work differently, like from a technology and physical distance, but also the way that I approach my work and the way that I lead. It's really different to want to convene your staff. We have about a little over 150 full-time staff members. It's really different to convene a big town hall over Zoom than it is to say, like, hey, let's go hop in a conference room and talk about this. So it's pushing me, and it is frightening and challenging every single day about the work. But I am so happy we get to focus on that work because we are healthy and have the tools and the tenacity to do this.
Sounds like things are going well. There's some bumps in the road, but moving forward seems to be the overall goal. I'm thrilled to hear summer session is moving forward. I'm excited to hear things like the youth programs are still occurring, even if virtually this summer. CCE is continuing to march forth during this, so that's really exciting.
Yes, and that is all because of the wonderful staff and faculty that we have.
Hear, hear. I was curious, as we continue to hear about the pandemic, how much it's really impacting our economy and really screeching it to a halt in many sort of capacities, but now slowly reopening up. How will College of Continuing Education be affected by this dramatic impact to our local economy?
Yeah, so that's a good question, and I think an answer that no one knows, right? I don't think any of us really know how this all plays out long term. So right now, there are points in time where it is really about thinking through sort of the short, mid, and long-term solutions that we need to do. You know, as being part of an anchor institution of Sac State, we are constantly thinking about how do we serve the needs of our community. And when you look at the community holistically, right, it's the individuals, it's the employers, it's the industries. And I think there's no more of an important time for extended ed with adults who have some who are losing their jobs, some who are finding new, some who are doing well, right, but need new skills. And so how do we be a really good partner with employers and individuals to co-create for those folks that want to just or need to just completely take a different shift, to overuse the word pivot, but like folks that need to pivot their careers and want to and come back to school, what does that look like? How do we help them get there? What barriers can we clear? How are we working with the other institutions in the region? Because this is a collective action opportunity. It is not about the silos and the one thing that our institution or your institution does. It is really about doing the work for the greater Sacramento region.
I think that constantly I can connect with people who are lost in what they're supposed to do. If perhaps they haven't been affected, but their family members have and they don't know what to do, being able to extend this information and be like, there's a resource right here in Sacramento, or because we're virtual, right anywhere now, where someone can improve their situation by, finishing that degree or coming in and preparing and changing their skill set. So I'm so very thankful for that. So my next question is, how can a viewer who loves the College of Continuing Education's mission get involved? How could someone get involved?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Kelly. And I think, I would always say, well, call Kelly. No, I think, one of the things that we have started to do, and this is again, a new thing for us in our college. My particular college does not receive any general funding from the state of California to conduct our operation. So essentially, we function as a nonprofit inside of a public institution. And that means that we are able to really increase access in a way because we can build programs purely on what is the direct cost, and we can work with experts that want to donate their time. But we have to factor in all the costs, right, to run a program, to build it, so we can respond. What we're seeing now with more and more adults is exactly what we're seeing with some of our traditional students, right? Folks that have come upon hard times, that the barrier is bigger than just finding the time to do the work or the desire to do the education. It is maybe that tuition bill. Maybe it is there's an emergency situation. In some cases, it's about clearing out some prior debt in order for them to re-enroll. And sometimes that debt is not big. It is an overdue library book, or a fine, or a missed payment their senior year that has accrued interest over time. So working with folks that want to get involved to contribute to that in some way, a specific way, create a scholarship for students, that is wonderful. Folks that want to bring us ideas about programming or needs is always welcome in what we're doing. Like any other organization, we only have so much capacity, but we're always looking to do more, to build more, to serve better. And so we love ideas, and we love people who can bring resources as well, to really use a collective lift for our region.
Fantastic. Well, we're wrapping up. So my last question for you before we end this is there anything that you want to share with anyone watching today about College of Continuing Education?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, what I really want to share is that the College of Continuing Education has been in this region and serving non-traditional students for coming up on 70 years. Wow. And we're still gonna be here. What we do and how we do it changes, but the why has never changed. Mm-hmm. It is about serving folks over their whole lifetime, whatever those needs are. So we are excited to be part of this community, proud to be part of the Hornet family, and I am so happy to say we are here and committed, and we will be here, regardless of whether that's virtual, hybrid, face-to-face, or something we've never thought about. We are here.
That's fantastic. Well, on behalf of all of those connected to the College of Continuing Education, we thank you for watching our update with Dean Murphy today. Please remain involved. Visit cce.csus.edu, follow our college on social media, reach out with questions just like Dean Murphy mentioned, and consider giving a gift. Those scholarships are really important for learners of all ages. Thank you so much for joining us today. Take care.
Thank you. Figure it out.